Hi, welcome to Teen Pride Book Talk. My name is Lucy, and this is the program where I take about 5 minutes each episode to talk about a young adult book that is inclusive and representative of folks in the LGBTQIA plus community. And the book that I want to tell you about today is a graphic novel. It is called Flamer. It's by Mike Curato. And I read this book in one sitting. I love graphic novels. I find them to be incredibly immersive. You just kind of sink into them. And for me, I don't really lift my head till I'm done. And this was no exception. This is the story of Aiden, and it's the summer between middle school and high school. And Aiden is away at Boy Scout camp, which is something that he loves. And he is switching. He's been at a Catholic school, and faith is a big part of his life and his upbringing. He was given the choice to go to Catholic high school or public high school, and he figures he hasn't had a good experience in middle school. And so he figures that the lesser of those two evils would be public high school, but he's kind of dreading it. And so this summer, he's going to do one of his favorite things, which is Boy Scout camp. But he's also in a place where he's sort of confused about some of the things that he's feeling and how they relate to some of what he hears in the Catholic Church and in Boy Scouts. And this book is based on real life experiences of the author, who was a Boy Scout all the way through to the Eagle Scout. So it's very important to him too. And he does talk about how in 1995, when this book takes place, and when he was away at Boy Scout camp in real life, it was so difficult to be a closeted gay kid at Boy Scout camp. And then there were a lot of things going on that didn't help to quell the bigotry around being gay. And when you read this book, there are words that these boys throw around at each other, and calling someone gay is a big insult. And Aiden struggles with even defining himself with that word. He says, "I know I'm not gay. Gay boys like other boys. I hate boys. They're mean and scary, and they're always destroying something or saying something dumb or both. I hate that word gay. It makes me feel unsafe." So he just doesn't even really know how to put a word on what he's feeling. He has a tent mate that he becomes very attached to, and they have a friendship that Aiden wishes would be a little bit more, but he's also not comfortable wishing that. And the book is really incredibly well done. It's all in black and white, except for these small moments of color, which usually come when Aiden is feeling something very extreme, like anger or fear or sadness or loneliness. You can see there's a little bit of color there, and often it's associated with fire and flames. So this book is telling a difficult story. It is about this boy who's becoming a teenager, and he has sort of been taught to hate who he realizes he is on the inside. And he has things about him that kind of flag him to the other boys. They notice things about the way he behaves, and he's like, "That's just who I am." He's constantly being told to be normal by other boys who are friends of his, boys who are not friends of his, counselors that are saying, "Just be normal and you won't face all this backlash about your personality." And for Aiden, he's thinking, "I don't know any other way to be except who I am." And so this constant barrage of being told to act normal just sends him to a place where of just complete hopelessness. And I think that Mike Curato is drawing on his own experience, but also trying to relay that message to other people out there who may have felt the same way, that is a common place to go when when you've constantly been told that you're not right, the way you're acting is incorrect, and that it's something that you can change about yourself. So he does that in this book there's humor, there's compassion, and it's just a very moving story. It's a story ultimately of self-discovery. And I think that it's a story of support as well. And in a note at the end of the book, the author does mention again how does come from his own life experience. He was a Boy Scout, and scouting is something that made him who he was. It got him outside, changed his life, but it also was difficult and provided experiences that were oppressive. And he recognizes what it is to be living in a culture of hatred and how overwhelming that is to your sense of self if who you are is hated by the institutions that are important to you, like the church and the Boy Scouts. And so I think this book offers hope and a little bit of light and recognition of people who are feeling that way, and letting them know that there is something on the other side of that. So if you like graphic novels, this is a really great one. But even if you're not sure if you like graphic novels, I would recommend this story just for how moving and well done it is. And you'll like Aiden, and it's a great read. So that is Flamer by Mike Curato.